begin another week at the Eagle with absolute dead calm. Absolute dead calm. And a young elk in the yard. You look out at the young elk, seems to be actually not too wild. Look at it down. Benelli and I up here on the deck, not paying a whole lot of attention. Oh my goodness, turned on the water spout. Benelli's up here on the deck with me. I don't think she's gone down to the yard yet. The elk is locked in. She's getting ready to go down in the yard, looks like. The elk is locked in on Benelli. Look out there, and the elk decides, I'm not going to hang around here. It's a pretty good size elk. It's not a full-grown elk, though. I said young. It's not tremendously young, not a baby, but not full-grown by any stretch of the imagination. They are simply just really big animals. They are big animals, what can I say? The sun is not quite up over the mountains yet. You can see it's got light on the water. Looks like an evening time here right before dark. Back off a little bit and take a look at the mountain out there. The reflection of the mountain on the water is incredible. The water's gone back down quite a little bit since the rains we had earlier in July. We reached the end of the month here. We haven't had any rains in over 2 weeks, not a drop. We are possibility having some in about another week. We got about another week of these 100-degree plus temperatures. All of this week, as a matter of fact. Yesterday was 106 was the high here at Twin Eagle Ranch. 106. That's about 5 or 6 or 7 days over 100 degrees. And we are looking at another 4 or 5, probably until next Saturday. So probably all of this week until the weekend. 100-degree plus. But hey, guys and girls, it's the middle of the summer, July. We still think it's heaven. Heaven, heaven, heaven. I'm going to shoot this through the window this morning. This is on the other side of the house. The sun is up now. It's a little bit later. But I think there are 7 hen turkeys out there. Now, I don't know. Benelli went out the dog door. Come on. Come on back in. Come on back in, Benelli. Good girl. Come on. As you can see, there's 7 hen turkeys out there. Now, I'm shooting through the lattice door there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 5. Maybe there's only 6. That's 6. At least 6. That might be the. I've told Benelli no out there around me. Step out just a little bit. Well, I thought that might be a Jake down there. I don't think it is. Step out just a little bit here. They're not too concerned about me. Really not too concerned about Benelli. They're wanting that feeder to go off. I fully understand that. 6 or 7. I thought I'd counted 7. It might have only been 6. Sometimes it becomes hard to count turkeys. But they're kind of headed off in 2 or 3 different directions there. But it's a pretty good little bunch of hens right there. That's the most we've seen. We saw 4 one day last week. So they're gathering up a little bit more, it seems like right now. Or that's a little bit different bunch, maybe. Those 3 of them going right there. Sweet. I love it. I wished all of y'all had about 10 chicks each. That would be remarkable. Yes, that would be wonderful. Well, it made it to 105 degrees here in southern Oklahoma today. But now it has cooled off this evening. to a light running 96 degrees. And at 96 degrees, Chris said, I want to go feed my deer. So she's got her some carrots. Here she comes in her Jazzy at a high rate of speed. Now, deer were out here a minute ago. There was, I say a minute ago, probably 30 minutes ago. There was little Whitey and Wild Child were up here. Don't know what might come around, but we're just going to get up here and we'll see if we can't talk one or two of them into coming up here and letting her feed them some carrots by hand. She loves to do that, and I love to watch her do it. I get a big kick out of watching her feed those deer. You love your deer, don't you, baby? Huh?
I do.
You do, that's right. Come on up here, and you got your good hand, your left hand over there. Come around over here close, and I'll see if we can't get some of them to come up here. With Benelli around, I don't know if they will or not. I think Apache might have taken some vegetables from the garden up here. Come right over here real close, and we'll see if we can't talk them up here. Let me go see what I can get real close, honey, so you'll be able to get real close so you'll be able to, that's it, reach through there with your carrots. Can you reach through there? Oh yeah, you can. You're good. You're good, crazy crappie. All right, Chris, looks like little Whitey's gonna come up there and visit with you a while. Yeah, everybody else is kind of standing back. I've got Benelli set over here set, and I'm back about 20 or 30 feet away. We've got them back here. Hopefully the other deer will get accustomed to Chris being there and not afraid of Benelli. But Benelli really just wants to play with them. If you remember when Benelli was younger, she would kind of try to play through the fence with little Whitey. And I'm sure Whitey remembers that, so he's not too concerned about Benelli at all. But the others are, and Benelli's not very far away, and I've got the tripod set over here a little bit of distance away, and Prince Charming sure wants some of those carrots. You see some of the others beginning to come up. They can hear so well. All the deer has got incredibly great hearing, probably, at least 25 to 50 times better than our hearing. So they can hear little Whitey crunching those carrots, and he's just enjoying a feast all by himself. That is Rose coming up there to the side, looks like. Rose is going to come up, and now she gets one. And Prince Charming, he's wanting to get in there, but you see him glance over there at Benelli. Benelli is simply sitting, and he's watching Benelli real closely. He's backing up a little bit now, but he's watching Benelli very, very closely. He sure wants some of those carrots, though. Look how giant his antlers have got, will you? He's just about to come up here, and he's saying, I sure want one of those carrots from Chris once he gets a taste of a carrot. Once he gets a taste of a carrot, well, I'm telling you, he'll be right there probably, because he probably can't run him off. And there he's coming up there, and he's just about to get his nose and let's stick their nose right through the wire. Oh, there we go. Okay. That probably did it for him. That probably calmed the lion right there. Now look at him sticking his nose through there. Now she's got three babies up there. She's got Rose and little Whitey. Of course, little Whitey's just a total pet. We should be letting him out a little bit more. I'm just afraid that something will get him. Doggone, I just die if something happened to him. He's having such great horns, and we can keep him alive 2 or 3 more years. He's going to be like Forrest, only probably larger than Forrest, although Forrest is really, really wide. He's maybe the widest deer we have on the ranch, on the whole ranch. Don't think I've seen any as wide as he is. Of course, TC's a wide deer, and TC is Forrest's dad, so that makes total sense. We've only got 3. I can't believe Split Ear hadn't come around. Split Ear usually comes around anytime she's here carrots crunching, or she hears me talking. She comes around when she hears me talking. There's somebody coming up. Oh, that's Wild Child, I believe. That's Wild Child. I need to get another collar on Wild Child so we can tell her apart from some of the other does. She's getting so big that she just she looks like the other mature does. And those deer, Wild Child and little Whitey, are a year old. That's little Whitey's first horns. Year and a half, you get technical about it. They were born in June. Well, late May, I think right about the end of May is when both those deer were born. The end of May, so they're June, July, and August. They're 15 months old, not quite a year and a half. Prince Charming, he's still got his eyes on Benelli sitting over there. Benelli's really being a good dog. She's sitting there and just like she's supposed to, and I kind of got onto her for getting up and kind of running at him a little bit. Oh, look back over here. We have more deer. Oh, looky there. Looky there. We got Mr. Forrest, and he's looking at Benelli now. He's coming around from behind me. Look at all the other deer over there. Look at all those other. There's the baby. There's the baby over there. Did you see the baby? There's the baby. The baby's been hanging around just about all day. She's really taming down. She knows that we're all friends because her mama's not afraid of us. And you can see some other deer back there. Chris is saying Forrest now. Forrest is going to go around Benelli and I just wouldn't bet what he doesn't walk right up there to Chris and try to get in her lap. Well, he's getting closer all the time, isn't he? He's getting closer, he's getting closer. Yes, sir. Oh, she got Prince Charming and Wild Child and Little Whitey, and now Forrest is coming over there. Forrest is still kind of keeping an eye on Benelli. He's definitely not afraid of Benelli. He's keeping an eye on him. Oh, yeah, that's it right there. Oh, my gosh. That is so perfect. That is so perfect. And we got some other deal coming up. That's Ice. Ice is the bigger of the two albino babies that were born last year at this time. But he has smaller antlers. He's a bigger body, but he's got smaller antlers. He's not much bigger. Casper's just about to catch up with him. But now, oh my goodness, now Forrest gets in her lap just about. And be careful there, Forrest. Be careful of her, honey. Of him. He gets up there and he's liable to, those antlers are not hard, they're soft, but he's liable to hit her in the eye, or she's got her glasses on, don't put her eye out or anything. And we're going to have to watch him this fall for sure, because he's going to probably be a little bit more aggressive. He's going to be a bigger deer. Look at her, he's right in her lap. Look at him, just about to hit her face. Be careful there, babe. Be careful. Don't, yeah, that's it. Push him back a little bit. Look at him. He pushes his horns out of the way. If it's in the fall and you pushed on his horns, that's when they get kind of aggressive. Anytime in the fall you have a buck around you, you just don't mess with their horns. Don't mess with their horns. You want to keep them off of there. Let's throw some of these carrots out there to some of the other deer that are back behind. I want to give some of them on the other side. Some of those carrots and let them eat a little bit also. Chris is doing a good job of feeding there. They backed away. Prince Charming backed away when I walked up there. I think he's just not too sure about Benelli. Benelli's being real good. See her sitting over there? She's sitting over there in her spot, not getting up, moving at all. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Carrots from heaven. Carrots falling out of the heavens there, dear. Yeah. There's Ice back there. Uh-oh, and here comes Forrest back. There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go. He says, looky there. Looky there. Where is Casper? I'd like to see Casper's antlers. Casper's antlers are really going good. I mean, really going good. Come on, Forrest. There you go. Come on in there, split ear. There's split ears finally showed up. Forrest says, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to slip around from behind. Slip around behind. There you go, buddy. And his split ears finally made it up here. I can't believe it. She's waited so long to come up there. She's usually the first in line. She usually comes running, but now she's up here, and we got a bunch of them. Let's throw some more to some of those deer over there. I'd like to see his Forrest coming in the back door. This is something right here. This is really, really something. That is, we got a menagerie. Getting more deer all the time. There comes that other little buck. Oh, there's Casper back here. Here comes Casper. Come on, Casper. Casper won't come up and eat out of your hands. He's not quite as tame as Ice, as a matter of fact. Take a look at his antlers, though. They're getting on up there pretty good size. We'll look at them as good as we can a little bit later in the week. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, Benelli didn't move. She's still sitting down. Sit, Benelli, sit. She's doing just fine. That wasn't Benelli that scared them. Something scared them, though. And so they all kind of left. But I can promise you that little Whitey will come back. Little Whitey will stay. Little Whitey will stay until the carrot bag runs dry. That's what he'll do. Somewhere through all of this. Now look at there. There's I think it's Rose and Wild Child and Little Whitey up there eating out of Chris's hand right now. I don't know what scared the deer men to go. One of the cool things, if we turn around and look over here behind us, and now Benelli's just being a champion. She's just absolutely doing great. Sitting right here by me like she's supposed to. She sat during all of that when I went up there. When we look over there, we'll see TC and Lucky 13 and some deer that we don't have a name. It's eating on that salt block. That's a garlic salt block. It's got garlic in it. It helps keep the flies and the bugs away from them. You look off out there. We got that mama and her baby. They've been here pretty much all day, and that baby's just got so precious, and she got to where she's not paying any attention at all to Benelli. She's not paying any attention to us. She's just hung around pretty much all day. She hardly ever eats any of the deer food. She'll eat some sometimes, but she's growing and getting really big. She's growing, you know how fast deer grow, and she's growing real, real fast. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 of the big bucks over there. Mr. Whitey and 3 of his buddies. There's 2 others, and they've all been here today. They were all here this morning. Well, maybe it was only 5 here this morning. I don't know. But that's some beauties right there. That big 8-point is Fat Boy, who again is a totally wild deer, and you can just see how fat he is. He's squatty body. See how much shorter he is than TC, and yet he's just got these big everywhere. He's broad, he's wide, he's fat, and he's only going to be an 8-point again. That's what he was last year. He was a 12-point 2 years ago, so he is doing really well. He's making it a long time in the wild, and they're looking really, really good. Let's check back and see how Chris is doing. Uh-oh, baby, what's the problem? It's all gone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's all gone. Oh, look at Wild Child there trying to eat the package, honey. He says, please give me some more. Please give me some more. Oh, that is pretty special. That was a nice evening deal. It probably cooled off a couple more degrees. I expect it was 95. I suspect that it's cooled off a couple of degrees since we got out here this evening. It's really pretty pleasant because we got so much shade. The sun is behind the awning and behind the trees, about to set. All of the deer come up from below when I started talking to them and calling them, and they're all up there. I lost a little audio in there somewhere. We probably have some music and some of that with Chris feeding there, but she's coming up here to see me now. That was pretty much fun, wasn't it, baby? You like that? I like that too. I like that too. Crazy crappie. You crazy crappie? You sure are pretty this evening. You don't think so? I think so. I think you're awfully pretty. Birthday girl, had a nice birthday this week. You got an empty bag, don't you?
Empty bag.
They ate it all, didn't they?
Empty bag.
Yep, I think they were happy to see you. What do you think? I think they were, yeah. Here comes Mr. Forrest over here still. He's going to see if you got any more. She's out, Mr. Forrest. I think he's your baby. What do you think?
No, there's 1 and 2.
Little baby's over there with her mama. Mr. Forrest, you're such a pretty boy. My, you're a pretty boy. He's gonna walk around Benelli. Benelli doesn't mess with him at all. Hi, baby. Hi, buddy. Hey, Benelli. No. I think Benelli thought that deer was gonna get me. All of a sudden, she's gonna protect me. What do you think, Chris?
I don't know.
Kind of act that way, didn't she? She kind of act like. I need to move my truck around and get the back end of it washed off. It's got all the dust on it. I'll have to wash it tomorrow. I've got to drive down to Conroe, Texas here in a day or two. Chris and I are going to go down and speak at First Baptist Church, Conroe. A big sportsman banquet. I think it's their 20th annual, if I'm remembering right. I could be and probably am wrong. But it's a great event. If you're anywhere around Conroe, Texas, sure need to be there. By the time you look at this, most likely that event might have happened. I think this might be Wednesday night, and then we'll be there. It'll be Thursday night. So I don't know when this will be on. Wednesday and Thursday. So one night before we're there, and one night while we're there, this video will be on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to Jimmy and Chris Hughes' Twin Eagle Ranch videos, be sure and get on this. This channel's got 124,000 people on it. Jimmy Hughes Outdoors Fishing, getting about 8,000 or 9,000. The channel we spun off of our ranch channel back in January, I think. And then the Catch a Better Life channel, about 25,000 or 30,000 on that one. And it's every single day. Absolutely the most important channel on YouTube, because it'll make your life better. It'll change your life for the better. All right, baby doll, we got all of them out here, and we're out of carrots. So what do you think? What do you want for dinner tonight, Angel? How about some coconut shrimp? You want me to fix you some coconut shrimp? Sounds good, doesn't it? Am I about the best coconut shrimp cooker in the world? I'm the best that's on this ranch right now. You're probably the best, but you only got one arm, so that'll make me best. I don't know if you can do it with just one arm. All right, let's go inside and get to cooking. What do you think? All right, baby.